with a geographical question, of which I pride myself on being a bit of an expert, but this day I was struggling a bit. So I got the atlas out and I went down the reference numbers. Whoa, hang on. Had all the contours of the mountains. The wife got in, I said, that's the best atlas I've ever bought, you know. I said, what do you mean? I said, well, it's the contours of all the mountains. She said, oh, that's where I spilt a candle last night. That's a true story, yeah. Anyway, my mum was going to come and visit. And she did actually come and visit. A bit of a daft thing to say. Anyway, so tidied the kitchen up, got all this rubbish, got it in a bin bag, opened the back door, pouring with rain. English Riviera, not very unrainy every time I look out or go out the back door. So I've chucked this bin bag out on the decking, which, if UKIP had got in, would become compulsory. As it is, it's sort of 50-50. Chucked this bin bag on the decking. Next day, picked it up to go and put in the bin outside. And the other thing I'm an expert in is animals' teeth. So I've tidied all this mess, and I've noticed these semicircular holes in the wood where rats incisors stays. No problem spotting that. What am I going to do? Right. Chili powder, that's it. Load of chili powder around the edge. Load down the hole. No chance of that rat coming back. My mum came, she was pottering around the kitchen, decided wanted to go and do something in the garden. I said, oh, well, I'll do whatever it is, I'll do it in a bit. Ignored me. Went out the back door, heard this scream, went out. I said, what's the matter? She said, look at that there, what's that? Chili powder. She said, look what it's done to that wood. You eat that stuff every day. That's true. I like that one as well, thank you. Anyone like the Paralympics? Yeah. Nothing wrong with the Paralympics. What's up with you, look? You watch them normal blokes Olympics? Yeah. Hang about a bit more. Anyway, there was an advert for the an amputee sprint, and the commentator said, coming up on his shoulder now. What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with it, is there? It's you Brighton folks and your Green Party. Get up in arms over nothing. You'll be banning me drinking beer next one. So, anyone been to Glastonbury? Babylon! People who say no tend to be liars. Anyone been to Stonehenge then? That's more credible. Yeah, I used to go there. Yeah, how long ago? A long, long time ago. But there was this bloke sat outside his TP. I said, you alright, Chief? He said, you want some LSD? I said, 48 years we've gone decimal, I said to him. Not good to me anymore. He said, you want some grass? I said, no, I've got crazy paving and decking. Got a combination. Bit of crazy paving there, bit of decking there. Looks nice. I'd invite you round, but I'm not going to. So a couple of jokes before I go. Yeah? No? True story, then. Right, anyone from Birmingham here? There is one person, at least. We've had the Glasgow Blow, now we need a Brummie. Who might have seen this on Central News. It's one of the highlights of my television watching career, this. When I watch 12 hours a day. This happened 37 years ago. I've got it on tape. And when the news is a bit rubbish, I put this tape on. And these Chinese blokes come over to buy Longbridge, the car factory. And they were stood outside. English blokes here, interpreter in the middle. Chinese bloke said something. Luckily, the interpreter said to the English blokes, a good bit of weather we've had recently. That was on the news, that was. No talk about buying a factory or any of that. I think they got it for nothing 20 years later. Yeah. It pays to be patient, you know. The other thing about Longbridge, there was a post office there. A friend of mine posted me a letter. They sent it 4:57 p.m. on the 28th of November. At 8:32 a.m. the day after, the letter arrived in their own letterbox. They went to Longbridge post office and complained to 2 people, and they both said, "Oh dear." That's true. Yeah, it's the thing about Longbridge, loads of weird things happen that no one understands. I was in this pub not far from Longbridge, actually. I forgot the name of it. A pub. You know them pubs under blocks of flats? Oh, you don't get them round here. I was saying yeah in the first place. They hadn't gone for 10 seconds for it. It's hard enough as it is, mate. Right, so it was one of them pubs. I went in, sat there on my own, reading the paper, having a pint. This bloke come up to me, he said, "All right, mate, where do you live?" I said, "Birmingham." "So, oh yeah, you a Blues fan?" "No." He said, "That's the trouble when you tell people you're from Birmingham. They always assume you're a Blues fan." Ah, I like that one. And you can buy it on a record. And the B-side is Not This. I went to see Aston Villa once. Don't ask why. It's a bit of the why did I live in London situation. But I came outside Aston Villa's ground, walking up the road, must have got 100 yards, something like that. Police van at my side, all the way up the street. Getting a bit worried with this sort of hairstyle. Eventually, it stopped at my side. The back doors flew open. 3 coppers jumped out and said, "Tell us a joke, Ted." That's true as well. What a great life I've had, eh? Right, rattle through a couple of your old favourites, then I'll clear off and you'll see the best group you'll ever see. So, right, walking down the road the other day, went into this Barbershop. I said, "Cut me hair round the back, mate." He said, "Well, what's wrong with this room?" Went to my mate's house the other day. He said, "I've got a cup of tea going spare, Ted, if you fancy one." So I wouldn't mind. He bought this cup of tea and I said, "He don't look too angry to me." The bloke just got back from Nam, he said. I said, "What, Vietnam?" He said, "No, Cheltenham." Liked a bit of horse racing. Yeah. What was the other one I had?
Stuart Lee.
Oh, did I have a Stuart Lee walking down the road, Joe?
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Roughly speaking.
No, I've done that. That was the one where the bloke got on a plane in Malaga. That would have been the punchline to that, you see. So I can't do it twice, can I? No, I'll do you one impression that you'll like, and then I've got this experiment, so... Benny Hill's mate. And now this is what I've been working on this one for a month now. And originally I could do 5 impressions in 3 seconds. It was hard work, but I've now mastered it. I'm trying to get in the Guinness Book of Records for 8 impressions in 2 seconds. Right. Let's see how you get on with this. Thank you. Right, did you get any of them? No? He wasn't baldy, was he? Well, you got to think this bit here. No? Well, it's obvious. Phil Collins, that's on the record. I thought you'd know that one straight away. You got Grant Mitchell, Phil Mitchell, Bruce Willis, and the one that everyone... It was hard to get this one.
Duncan Goose.
I don't do him actually, mate. It's Brian Eno. The 3 editions there, which I wish I hadn't said that I don't do Duncan Goose, because it might come in handy in about 5 seconds. Mussolini was the other one. And Duncan Goose. No, I need to work on that, yes. No, I should, yeah. I did it too quick, really. 2 seconds into, yeah. Right. Right. That'll do me then.
Oh.
Yeah. No one's complaining? Right.
No more, man!
Clear off then.
No more!
No. Someone's a bit cold at the back. I don't sing songs anymore.
She loves you.
I don't sing songs anymore. Shout another name of a song out and I can say, I don't sing songs anymore. I don't sing songs anymore. I don't sing the same song 3 times in a row anymore. Right. Oh, she didn't exist anyway. I don't bloody getting pestered. People think it's my wife and all sorts of things. People think I used to drive trucks for a living. I had a car once, I drove it 10 metres, crashed it and thought, right, I'm never driving another thing again in my life. So there goes your truck driving material. Right. Cheers. Thank you very much.